In today's video, I'm going to be telling you exactly how to be successful in 2018. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And of course, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Erin, and this channel is all about helping you to build the business and life of your dreams. Today's video is actually being filmed on New Year's Day, so hence my festive dress. I was actually asleep pretty early last night, but I thought I'd get in the groove of it today while filming. What I wanted to do in this video was just tell you some tangible things that you can do to actually achieve success in 2018. One of the most common comments that I get that I really appreciate, and it really warms my heart, is when you tell me that the tips that I share really help you, that they're really actionable. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to give you 5 steps, 5 things that you can implement that will help you to actually achieve. If you really commit to these steps, you will achieve success in 2018. And if you don't, then come back to me in a year if you've implemented all of these and tell me I'm wrong. I welcome that, because I promise you, if you do these, you will get to where you want to go. Additionally, we are back to regular scheduling with How To Tuesday, so I'm going to put the vote up on the screen. Let me know what you want to see next week out of how to stop being a perfectionist or how to be a healthy entrepreneur in 2018. And if you did like this video, then I would very much appreciate it if you gave it a big thumbs up. And of course, if you're new here, then why not consider subscribing? So the first thing that you need to do to have more success in 2018 is to focus. Focus! Honestly, dabbling is not going to get you anywhere this year. You need to figure out what it is that you want and tunnel vision your way to get it. You know, too many people say they want to be a girl boss, they say they want to have their own businesses, say they want to be entrepreneurs, but they're not even focusing on how to actually do that. Choose one thing, one mission, one core passion that you can focus all of your attention on each and every single day, and that is going to help you to be successful. You know, and this doesn't just apply to business. You could do this with your health, your relationships, but you have to focus your attention. You can't just one day be like, yes, I'm gonna go to the gym and get healthy, and then the next day be like, not so much. You have to almost obsess about what it is that you want to achieve. You know, and focus goes so much deeper into that. Too many of us retract back to doing the things that are easy because we don't actually know what it is that we're focusing on. What I mean by that is during the day when you've got time that you could be working towards your goals, your dreams, and your passions, because you're not actually focused on that and focusing your attention there, you retract to scrolling through social media, spending time with your friends, watching Netflix, eating food. And while all of that is fine, it should be your main focus to achieve what it is that's going to move you forward in life. And then that actually brings me to the next tip. It's to get organized. You know, I put out that goals video a couple of weeks ago and then did a Facebook Live in the Made Collective group all about how to achieve your goals, how to create a plan to achieve your goals, which if you haven't watched either, I would definitely recommend doing so. But you have to get organized. You know, we've got all of these big passions, dreams, and things we're going to achieve, but if you're not actually allotting time, allocating time each and every single day, each and every single week to achieve them, you cannot expect to consistently move forward. If you want to be an influencer this year, if you want to start a YouTube channel, make sure that you're dedicating time each and every single week to be filming 2 videos at least to put up a week, and spending time actually collaborating, networking, commenting on other people's videos, putting yourself out there, promoting those videos. There's so much more that you can be doing. It's just that you're not organizing the time to actually do it. So make sure, you know, let's take a step back. Make sure you've got a good Google Calendar, Planner, Trello, Asana, whatever software you use. There's so many amazing programs out there. But make sure you're spending time actually organizing time for you to be able to achieve your goals. The things that you're focusing on, give yourself time, organize time to actually go out there and achieve them. And my next piece of advice is to get help. You know, so many of us are just trying to do this alone, and that's fine because I understand it's the easiest and cheapest way to do things. But what you don't realize is that, you know, people who are coaches, mentors, who create courses, they're putting their life's work, you know, not trying to plug myself here, but particularly with my courses, what you've got to understand is that's the collection of knowledge from, 7 or 8 years, from my degree, from the businesses that I've had, from the experience that I've had working in social media, from the experience that I've had with YouTube, from all the books that I've read, from all the coaches that I've hired. Last year I spent almost $20,000 on coaches, and I compress all of that into my courses. You could save yourself so much time this year by just, again, focusing on only a few people who you really admire, mentors that you want to follow down their journey, and figuring out with their programs, courses, or even their books, or even their free content, exactly how they got to where they are. But you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to go out there and flounder around in the sea of conflicting information that there is online. Focus your attention on the path that you want to walk down and follow the person who's walked it before you. But additionally to that, you don't have to suffer in silence. Network with people, make friends, get help by reaching out to people in groups. Not only is that a great way to put yourself out there, but it's a really good way for you to get help. You might have some tiny little question that's holding you back and something that you can't figure out, simply by just asking someone in a Facebook group. Bang, there it is, there's your answer. Get a little bit more resourceful, but actually put yourself out there and get help. You definitely do not have to do this alone. If you're trying to lose weight, get an accountability buddy. If you're trying to have a more spiritual personal development journey, network with people, find a group that have common goals, but don't do this alone. Get help where you need, because it'll get you there so much faster than if you did it alone. Which actually brings me to my next point. I like the way that they're all rolling into each other. But my next point is to learn more. I don't know a single successful person who hasn't committed themselves, their life, to learning more, to being a student for life. I myself, people always ask me why I can be so consistent with these courses, with this content, with the Facebook Lives, with all the advice I give to people. Like, how do I always have the answers? The reason that I have the answers is because I learn them. I learn from books, I learn from podcasts, I learn from videos, I learn from conversations, seminars, networking, so many different ways. But I've committed myself to each and every single day for the things that I'm passionate about: business, personal branding, mindset, overcoming fear. All of those things I'm constantly increasing my knowledge on. And I've studied so many people who are billionaires and have successful businesses, and the commonality between them all is that they're avid readers. There is so much that you can get from books, and that ties into the point that I said before about getting help. You can get help from a book, but make sure that you're consuming as much information about that area of focus that we talked about in the beginning every single day. Don't get lazy on this one. It's so important. If you're going to progress, if you're going to be fulfilled, if you're going to grow, if you're going to reach success this year, learning is like the train that's going to take you there. And finally, my last piece of advice is, and probably this is the one that really ties them all together. I wouldn't say it's the most important, because they're all equally as important, but this is really the one that's going to tie it all together for you. You have to show up. Specifically if you're trying to do anything online, whether you're trying to start a business, whether you're trying to become an influencer, start a YouTube channel, blog, a podcast, you just simply need to show up. Even if it is goals outside of business, if you're trying to lose weight, show up for yourself. But specifically, if you're trying to do anything online, showing up is so important. I've watched so many of my friends reach so much success this year, and simply the one trait, the one trend between them all is that they just committed themselves to showing up. I myself would not be where I am today if it wasn't for these videos and putting myself out there online. They say that success is a combination of preparation and timing. Your job is simply just that preparation. Last year I put out a video all about goals, and I put another video out about having your best year, and that video did so well and introduced so many of you to me and for me to you, and I wouldn't be where I was today if I didn't put those two videos out. Not that I had the intention of them doing anything like that for me, but it was just simply showing up that snowballed into everything else that happened this year. You never know when you're going to have your Justin Bieber moment. One video could change the course of your life forever, but you have to show up and put those videos out. One Facebook Live, one post, one podcast, one day that you're visual, that you never know who's going to see it, and you never know where that's going to take you, but you have to be consistent and you have to show up. So please take that as Bible. It is the most important thing that is going to help you to achieve success this year. Show up, don't be lazy, be consistent, put yourself out there, overcome any fears that are stopping you from putting yourself out there, but just know that it's that visibility that's going to get you where you need to go. I hope these tips helped you. As I said, if you implement all of these, I promise you, I really do promise you that if you're consistent with all of these, you will achieve so much success in the new year. This is everything that I do to get to where I am today, and everything that I know that all of the people I admire do as well. So please do leave me in the comments below which you thought was your favorite tip, or which that you are going to implement. Well, I hope you implement them all, but which you're going to most implement. And I thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.